But honestly, I felt God tell me this morning, like, do not covet other people's success. Don't be so caught up in that you miss out on what I'm doing for you.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for tuning in to my channel today. This week is going to be a studio vlog showing the behind the scenes of how I prepare for my launch of new artwork and products. So my name is Desiree Ofor. If you don't already know who I am, I'm a married mom of two, a professional abstract artist, and I also encourage women to embrace a lifestyle of confidence and bold faith in everything that we do. So as I said, I'm a wife, I'm a mom, I'm a business owner, I am a encourager, I'm a friend, I'm all those things in so many roles. But in everything that I do, I always try to put God first, and I always try to seek Him in what my next steps should be. So this week, I learned an important lesson about how to remeasure success in this season, and I'll definitely be talking about that more in the clips later on. But right now what I'm working on is a order that I got from my aunt. Thank you, Auntie V. She was visiting for the weekend and she was in my studio looking at everything that I did, and I was going to place this one up on my website as part of my launch, but she decided that she wanted it for her classroom. So shout out to the teachers out there who are trying to decorate or prepare for the new school year. I pray that you have a great school year, that you are safe, and that you have an awesome class, and that the kids are able to learn as much as they can from you, and that you have the support that you need from your school, from your family, and your friends to do what you have to do. One of the greatest jobs that there is in the world. So this art piece actually says celebrate every win, and she wanted to celebrate her kids.
This week, I wanted to document the week of launch. I have some new paintings and some older pieces that I am launching on my website. This is the first time in a very, very long time that I have launched or released so many art pieces at once, especially new pieces, larger pieces. So I have this new collection that I'm calling The Journey. And this one is journey number 3. And I have 6 large canvas pieces. That was number 3. This one, which one is this one? This one is number 4. I guess I might as well just go ahead and show you all of them. So that's number 4. This one is number 5. This one, I think this one is like my absolute favorite. Is number 6. And then this is number 2. And this is number 1. All right, so I also have 2 new card sets. This is Grateful, and it comes with 5 cards, 5 envelopes, envelope seals that you can see in the back there. And then this one is Thinking of You. And I need to add more envelope seals to the back of that. But again, 5 cards, 5 envelopes, and it comes in this nice clear case. Today is Sunday, and so I launch on Thursday, and I'm excited. I don't really know how to feel right now. I think I have a little bit more hope this time, because the last release I did towards the beginning of July, a couple of weeks ago, it did pretty good. Like, considering like I have been like not selling much the last few months, it did pretty good. Like, that was the first like bulk order of items and products that I've had sold in a long time. So I sold, I have bold faith shirts. I have a prayer warrior shirt design that I just came out with. And I also have, I launched 2 other note cards, which I will show you in case you haven't seen them. Celebrating you. And hello. And I think that's it. Yeah, it was actually a sort of small launch because yeah, I launched those 2 new cards and the new shirt design, Prayer Warrior. But I think like a couple of days before that launch, someone had bought like a bunch of Bold Faith shirts. So thank you, Andrea. She bought a bunch of Bold Faith shirts, and then the launch was on Monday, which was like a weird day, I know, to launch, but I didn't want to wait another full week. I was ready to get out because I had already been like hinting that new things were coming out, so I just wanted to get it out, even though it was smaller. But I sold, like, full transparency, I sold 2 Celebrating You note card sets, and I sold, I want to say maybe 5 Prayer Warrior shirts, and then like the 6 to 8 shirts that Andrea brought, the Bold Faith shirt. So I did pretty good. I did pretty good, especially for a Monday. I was surprised about the cards not selling more of them. One, because I did a market research and put, I made mock-ups of the cards, which, if you don't know, mock-up is basically when you take the image of what you're going to be making and then like make like a faux photo of it. And so I did that, and then I asked everybody, like I put it on my Facebook, and I think I put it on Instagram too, or in my Instagram stories, and just to get a poll of if anybody even liked the designs and which ones that they liked. And I had 4 designs, so I was like, okay, I can afford to do 2, like pay for 2 sets of cards to be printed, and then I will just pick the top 2 that everybody voted on, and then when I get some more money, then I will order the second 2 designs and then release those. So I was really surprised because Hello and Celebrating You were the top 2 picks, and then Grateful was the 3rd, and then Thinking of You was 4th. Even though Hello was like by far like the number 1 pick, like it didn't sell at all. I sold none of those, but I did sell 2 of the Celebrating You card sets. So I was like, okay, this is where it gets like frustrating, trying to figure out what designs to put out, and this is good though also because I feel like you have to go with your gut. Like, yeah, you have to, it's good to put out a poll to see what people are interested in and see like what designs that they like and that they gravitate towards. But just because people say that they love it or like it doesn't mean that they're going to, 1, buy immediately when you release, or 2, buy at all. They may like the design or whatever, but they may not have any use for it. Like usually when you buy something because you love it. It doesn't matter what it is. Either because you absolutely love it, you absolutely need it, or you know of somebody, like you're thinking of getting it for a gift for someone. And so that's what makes it kind of tricky with what I do as an artist and having an art boutique. So that's also why I like to offer a couple of different options at different price points as well. Because if you don't really need something, like these are like luxury pieces, and I would love to make everybody believe like why you need my artwork in your home, which is to uplift your space. Like it looks happy. Like look at all these colors. It may look like a lot of colors, but like even my dress, even my outfit, like when I put this on, like, and when I saw it, I mean, it was like so excited because 1, it looked like my art, like my new style. 2, the colors, I just love all the colors in it. And then 3, like I know that when I wear this, that it may bring a smile to somebody else. Like this is like a conversation statement type of dress. So I just try to keep in mind, like, to not take it personal, and I would rather it go to people who actually want them and need them. I think what I need to pray for more is that God would just continue to put my work and everything I do into the vision line of those who would love it, like absolutely love it, absolutely feel like this is a need that I have this need, I have this new home, or I'm redecorating my space and I need something on the wall that's like a statement piece. I need a statement piece in my home, in my office. I need some statement pieces at my business, at my workplace, at my church, and I want to decorate with things that make me feel alive, that make me feel happy and excited. And so those are the types of people that I want to discover my artwork. I know that I'm at a place that as I continue to just do more artwork and continue to explore different styles and designs and find what's really mine and unique to me, I know that eventually I will continue to get into the vision line of more and more people who want what I have and also can afford, let's just be frank, afford my prices, because like this is not a hobby. This is like my livelihood. This is part of my livelihood. This is one of my revenue streams to bring income into my household to help provide for my family. And so, you know, a lot of times artists will, and creators and makers, we will want to like undervalue our work and what we do and not consider, like, even if it was quick for us to make, just consider like how much of like background work you had to do, how much work you put into it, learning the skills, buying the supplies, the materials. Like there's just a lot that goes into it. And so I feel like I'm all over the place right now, but I hope I'm making sense. I really should like write down like what I'm gonna say. But yeah, I just know and feel that we undervalue ourselves a lot, and it's because we feel like nobody's going to buy at a higher price, or not even at a higher price, at the proper price. That we are afraid that nobody's going to purchase at the proper price. But we keep making things and devaluing it, and we can't make a living. We can't pay bills. Like we can't splurge or get on vacation or get even better, materials and quality stuff. So yeah, I will let you guys know how this goes. Right now I'm feeling okay, but I know like historically closer to release date, launch date, I start having doubts and like, oh, I don't know if anybody's gonna buy anything. But like I said, like it's just gonna be another flop. But like I said, the last release turned out pretty good, and so I'm hopeful that this one will too. But honestly, I felt God tell me this morning, like, do not covet other people's success, and don't be so focused on how other people became successful, how other people, blew up with, their brands and their products and things like that. Don't be so caught up in that you miss out on what I'm doing for you and what the story that I'm writing for you in the present moment. All right, so I've already talked enough. I am going to stop here, and then I'll catch up with you guys when it's closer to launch day. I've been editing the photos. Honestly, it's been a little frustrating trying to get the colors right, because the colors show great on my phone, and that's what I use to take pictures of the artwork. But for some reason, I don't know if it's because there's so much depth, like, and gradients and shading within each piece, that it's hard. It has been hard for me to take good pictures of it. So I mean, there's not much more I could do at this point. There are a couple of like my older pieces that I'm gonna try to take pictures of again outside to see if maybe that will help. But at this point, I'm just gonna have to put them up, and as time will go on, I can like swap out pictures, which I've done that in the past. Like, I get the photos that I can, and then if it doesn't work out, like as they are there, I just eventually take new pictures and just swap out old pictures for new pictures. So but anyways, I hope that you're able to at least get the gist. But the good thing about that is when you get it in the mail, when you actually receive the piece, you're going to be like, whoa, this is much better than I thought. This is much prettier than I thought. Oh my gosh, all of these colors that I didn't see on screen. Whoa, this is much better. So I rather that experience than this looks nothing like, or this looks nothing like, in like a bad way of what I thought I was gonna get. I always want you to be pleasantly surprised, and it seems like I've had a couple of comments like that of people being like, oh, this was even like, the pictures don't do it justice. I rather that experience. Pictures don't do it justice, rather than like, in the pictures I thought this is what I was gonna get, and it's like, it's underwhelming when you get it in person. So yeah, I think I'm gonna actually take it easy the rest of the day. I varnished those paintings. My goals, I only put 3 things on my list today, and that was to update my welcome email list, just to update my welcome email, to fix the pictures. I kind of feel like with it. I gotta be in the mood for that. So I did a few. I'll do the rest tomorrow, and then fold laundry. So that's what I'm gonna go do. And we're getting closer. I'm beginning to feel a little like, I don't know, but hopefully everything will still go well. All right. Hey y'all. So just made some food for my kiddo, and yeah. So reading a text message. Yeah. So today is Friday, August 5th. Yesterday was the launch of my collection, plus all of my classics. You can see behind here, everything is still posed, and I decided to put as much artwork up on the walls, especially the new pieces, just because I like them. Like, let me show you. Like, you can see up there, I have some up there, I have one over there. But the launch went good yesterday. It went good. Like, that just naturally came out of my mouth. I didn't even have to think about that. The launch went good yesterday. It went good. Did I sell anything? No. I did not sell one thing. There's still time. There's always time. I mean, I realized that my new definition of success for this season that I can wholeheartedly commit to and truly believe, because sometimes we say things, we declare things, we put up affirmations, we're like, no, this is what I believe, but you don't really believe it in your heart. Like, you still have some pushback, like you're saying it until it really becomes true. But I felt it was Wednesday, because the launch was Thursday, so Wednesday afternoon, sometime on Wednesday, I felt a piece that that God had given me and just set in my mind. Like it just came, just like, but that my success is based on the fact that I had an idea, I saw it through to the finish line. I made it to the finish line. I have been wanting to create a different style of work on larger canvases instead of just like the mini canvases or mini pieces of paper, like that one or that one up there. Like I wanted to do more bigger pieces like this and this, like the size of those, just larger. I wanted to have a collection of larger pieces. I wanted to make more statement art. I wanted to make art in a different style that wasn't acrylic pour. Like I wanted to like push myself in something else. So this one right here, Sprinkle of Grace, that was an attempt of that last year. Wanting to step out of my comfort zone and make something different. And I started to feel like after I finished that, I started to feel like really lost and confused and just like, I don't know, everybody's saying that it's gorgeous, beautiful, but nobody's buying. I'm not getting any bites. And then I decided, you know what, I'm just going to keep it for myself. I don't want to sell it because I love it so much and it just represents a new season for me. And so I decided like I'm not selling it. I'm not putting up on my Etsy shop, nothing. I'm keeping it. It's for me. In time, I will be ready to sell it. So now I'm ready to let it go because now I've discovered more of a style. Like I just keep, like this one is my favorite right here. I just keep staring at it. The depth of the colors, I don't know how well it shows, but like all of the different shades of the pink and the oranges and the gold shimmering and the dollops of palette knife. Like you hear how I'm talking about this? That's how I want to talk about and feel and look about my art when I speak about it. And that's the same thing I want people to feel when they look at it. Just like the same level of like, wow, like look at all of the different shadings and like a lot of thought went into this. It was very thoughtful and it was very intentional. But I wanted something different that made me feel like I stood out and like when you saw it, you would know for sure, like, oh yeah, that's a DeKelis. Desiree did that. That's one of Desiree's paintings. I recognize that style. Like that is clearly hers. And so this has been something I wanted to do since, definitely consciously since last year. And I did Sprinkle of Grace in June last year. And then I started with an art coach who was amazing. And she told me, well, how about you stick to the acrylic pour style for 6 months, see how that goes, and then if you're still not getting any traction, then switch over and give yourself permission to try a different style and to explore other things. Because I was kind of like doing a little bit of everything. I was doing acrylic pour, I was doing earrings, like I was doing a lot of different things, and I didn't feel like I had any, like it didn't make any sense. Like I felt like all over the place. And so I've given it the 6 months. I sold one of my acrylic. I did a mini series. I sold one of those paintings, and that was it. That was it. So when January came, that was my 6-month mark, and I stopped. And I just gave myself permission to like, okay, you've got all of these acrylic inks. Let's test them out. Let's see what effects that you can get with them. So the last few months I've been looking at other artists who do acrylic inks, but I could not find anybody who was doing them particularly like how I'm doing it now, like how I wanted to do it. I did start to stumble across other artists who were using just acrylic paints and like watering them down a lot to get that like fluid, like how these are, but the color vibrancy wasn't there. And then so I just was like, okay, the color vibrancy isn't there. And I tried it on my own with just doing the acrylic paint, like watering it way down. But for me, it left a chalky look that I didn't really care for. So I was like, okay, let me try that with the inks. And I just, just played around. Long story short, I experimented a lot the last few months, different styles, looking at different artists. who have like a motif similar to what I'm interested in. And I this was an advice I got from my art coach, and I've seen this from a couple other artists also who have said the same thing when trying to develop your style. Like, pick 5 or 6 artists that you really like, their work that you really like, and then like to study it and dissect it. Like, what is it about that artwork that you like? And so I looked at like their doodlings or markings. I looked at the colors that they chose, the shadings. I like just really like studied different multiple pieces of artwork and then pulled out what I liked and then found a way to make it my own. Like, how can I put my spin on this to make it my own and make it unique to me? And so I feel that I have come up with my own new style. Go on my Instagram, go through my feed, and like have at it. Go like from January and then just see like how I progress with my acrylic inks, and the style is just evolving, and it's continuing to evolve. And I'm just like proud of myself that, you know, here we are a year later and I have made a body of bigger pieces. I have done it in a new style. I have done it in colors that really like just, I just wish you could see it in person. I really need to do it. I really need to do an art show. I really need to do an art show in the next few months. I really do. Just so you can see, so people can see it. I don't know. I'm just in awe. So, and that's how you want to feel as an artist, as with anybody that's making or doing anything. You want to feel proud of your work. You want to feel challenged, not so comfortable. You're like, okay, I've mastered it. Like, I know that there's still more. Like, I'm just, with each piece that I made, I just felt like I was just growing and growing and getting better and better and getting closer and closer to what I envisioned. And I feel like even when I meet whatever it is that I envision, like, oh, this is the one, I feel like it's still going to evolve. Like, it's always going to. So I'm just glad that with each piece I'm making, that I'm not going backwards to feel like, oh man, this is trash. This is, oh, okay. It's literally getting better and better. And as I like physically do it and practice it, I am learning new techniques through my trial and error, and I'm just loving the outcome. I'm so loving the outcome. Yeah, so my level of success, what I call success right now, is that I started something. I had an idea, I started it, I worked on it, and I saw it through, and I got to the finish line. I feel really, really good. I think this is the best that I have felt, like, authentically. Like, really, I do feel good. I don't know that I feel disappointed. I definitely don't feel like heavily depressed or like, oh man, nobody bought anything. I kind of didn't have my hopes up really high. I think I was just like really focused on just getting the work done and getting it out there. And now that it is, I feel good, because like it's gonna be so much easier now for me to apply to like art shows or things, because like I am building a cohesive body of work, and you can clearly see what the vision is. You can clearly see what my style is. I don't feel like I have like random pieces, and that's what I felt like I had for the longest. I felt like I had lots of random pieces of things, but nothing was cohesive. And so like with this new collection, I feel very cohesive, and I have a clear direction of where I'm going moving forward. So I just thought, you guys can't see it, I just keep staring at it. I just love my baby. This is my baby. I love it, and I love this one up here too. I'm gonna show you this one, and then I'm gonna be done.
No.